I'm on the island of Malakula, trying to unravel a mystery of 25 dead sailors.
Guys up there talking. They all got big machetes, so I didn't get too involved with them. Ah.
Martin Moth sound asleep under my hat over there. I've had another go at getting him to fly, but he just won't go. He's like, I think what it is, he's tired, because the moths sleep in the daytime, don't they? They come out at night. So I've simulated a night thing for him now, put him in the dark, and he's fast asleep. I couldn't rouse him. He's either dead or asleep, one of the two. So we'll try again tonight. Trouble is, I'm going to go up the river. I've decided I've done all my Captain Cook stuff here. Although this bay's lovely, it's kind of like families on here. I feel like I'm intruding. So I'm going to go around the corner. I think there's a pontoon or a jetty or something up there. Check that out. So Martin Moth, when he wakes up later on, he won't be in the same neighbourhood. Oh, it moved. Right, time to get the anchor up. Going right around, head on up there. 225 years ago, the Resolution was here, and now Squeaky is here. Two famous boats. I'm going to have to start fishing. A lot of people ask me, why don't you fish? I actually do have fishing gear on the boat, and I have fished a couple of times with other people being on board doing the fishing, and I was busy running the boat and eating the fish. I have no freezer. I can't keep stuff. I have to catch fish that's small enough to last me just for one day. I'm not into sport fishing. I'm not into killing animals for sport. For food and to survive, that's different, but not for sport. I find no joy in killing an animal. Coming up to the pass, I can see the markers. They're only just visible, but I'm keeping an eye on the old navigation suite here. Never cut a corner. There's one mark there and there's another mark there, but I was a bit too far down this way, so we're going up here for a little bit, and I'm watching on the chart plotter, so I know exactly what's over there, which is in here. It's shallow water. You can see around the corner there. Actually, it looks quite small. This is cute. There's nobody up here. If this was full of other cruising boats, there'd be barbecues and parties and stuff. This is a great cruiser meet place up here. Awesome. I got friends of mine that organise rallies and cruiser things. Vicky, you should bring your people here. This needs to have parties going. If you do, give me a call and I'll come as well. We'll drop anchor for a few hours, see how I feel. But there are some nice beaches. Hang on, Squeaky. Seems to go off up in the left over behind that beach there. This is why I wanted to have a look. Oh yeah, this is... I actually wish I had some other people with me to enjoy this. That's the thing of what I do. There's a little bay over here that is where I'm kind of headed for, and it's opening up as I come around, and I tell you now, that is the most beautiful anchorage I've ever seen in my life. This bay is absolutely amazing. It's a huge bay. There's no houses, no development, no people here, and I'm just coming across what appears to be the best anchorage in the world. I gotta say, this is just absolutely gobsmackingly, jaw-droppingly beautiful. Oh, I'm gonna cry, it's beautiful.
Just turning all the systems off, having an anchor lemonade because it's too early in the day for anything else. But I'm just a big ball of sweat again. I've got this. This looks beautiful. There's all kinds of there's some history over there. I can feel it. More history. So I'm going to check that out. But a bit of a sad note. I thought you've seen what I did for Martin Moss over here. I covered him up with my hat. I left some cabbage for him just in case he was hungry. I give him his freshwater wash after his swim in the sea. And I thought he was going to make it, but he always sort of seemed a bit ill. He didn't want to. I was up there and I had him on my hand for a while, and he looked at the forest and was like he couldn't do it. Anyway, I think he's dead. I just uncovered him. He was clinging to the bottom of my my strainer. Well, the top of it was upside down because they like to hang upside down like bats. You know? He wasn't hanging upside down anymore.
Here you go, Martin. You sure you're dead?
At least I brought him to a beautiful place. Sorry I couldn't do any more for you. I'd like to say that the real Martin, my friend, is still alive and well and doing music in Holland. Sorry, Martin, mate. It was just the name that came to my mind. You know, Martin Moss. I didn't actually name him after you. She always looks all lonely and sad out there by herself. I suppose she'll be okay. Anyway, take a look on shore. This is the first interesting thing I've come across. Look at this. I don't know what it's from. Alright, let's go take a look. Wow, this is what I meant about history. This could be an old Lister or something like that. The size of the flywheel on that. Whoa. Was I right or was I right? Lister. Good British engineering. You can tell by the size of the flywheel. They used to have these in boats. And when you wanted to go backwards, you stopped the engine and you physically spun the flywheel in the opposite direction and then re-engaged the engine again. Can't see any name on that.
What we are looking here are relics from the industrial age when it arrived here at Port Sandwich. This is the port itself, still used today. Spoke to a local, told him and asked him if I could have a look round, and he was very gracious, told me a bit of history.
I like to say, you know, excuse me if you don't mind, I can walk around and say, yes, you're welcome. Just so that the other villagers say, we see this guy and he can say, yeah, I spoke to him, he's a nice guy, and he asked for permission. You know, that's all it takes. It's just because they don't have people coming here. It's like this is their garden, this is their land, and they see somebody walking around on it. They don't know. They're pointing cameras at things. They have a right to be suspicious. So no, that's good. Anyway, I'm walking down here. Ooh, looky, a really, really old canoe. I won't say that was around at the time of Cook, but it's certainly quite old. I do know on some of the Polynesian islands they've got some that are credited with being 200 years old. I think they're not used much now, but you know, yeah, that was my great granddaddy's, that kind of thing. Oh, hello. That'll be one of the green man-eating poisonous lizards I've heard so much about. I'm just investigating because there's a little stall here. Hi. You okay? You're working hard. Yeah. That's the store we're going. I'm with my new friend Rock. Yes. Going to come back tomorrow and buy some bread because I have bread here, which is really cool.
Yeah. Hello, he's here. Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's like a little village you have here.
Yes, yes,
Is all your family living here?
yes.
Oh, that's great. Oh, look at this. It must be nice to have your family with you.
We live here, and our son live there with her girlfriend, and all my brothers or sister, they come sometime. They live in the village.
Oh, right, okay. Barbecue time. Oh, look at that. I want to live in that house.
I wasn't kidding. This is so me. I would really love to live in a place like this.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like this. It's cool in here. Oh. Waking up to this every morning. Goes up with a big bang.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
this
oh,
one is,
okay.
we have two
Good
generator
storage.
here.
Yeah.
We store everything here.
What happens when it rains? Does it come through, or is it okay if the rain comes down? Be nice, doggy. That's brilliant. I love this. They've got this yard where their family live, their own little place, a little shop. I got bread and some supplies. I overpaid deliberately because she was sweet. That's getting windy. I've got to row against that. This is not going to be fun. I'm going to get hot and sweaty. I thought I'd row for a change. I've only got one oar with me. I didn't realise it was going to end up like that. Anyway, I'm putting this camera in a waterproof bag in case it all goes bad.
What I didn't realise was Squeaky's wheels were down, making her even harder to row. But that cold beer at the end of the trip was worth it.
Just about to have myself a wash down on the back deck. Thought there's no one around. Everybody's gone. Then all of a sudden another ship turns up, where it's like a mini ship, and they're loading barrels. I guess it's copra or something like that. Coconut husks. That's what they do. But they work at night because I guess it's so hot during the day. This is when they work. As you can see, the sun's going down. Normal sane people would be at home right now. The mission today is to go walkabout. I saw a monolith on the hill over there. I asked a local, he had no idea what it was. So it's obviously something that's taken a lot of effort to build in the middle of nowhere. So I'm just curious. And also it's an excuse to get out and walk. Damnably hot. It was 30 degrees centigrade in the boat this morning at 9:30. Oh. Once again, I forgot to put bug spray on. I did say don't wear flip-flops. I said don't wear flip-flops. Don't wear flip-flops. Put bug spray on. This is not good, man. I'm gonna get through here. I'm gonna go off-road. Oh, nice shot of the boat. I was born in Africa and spent the early part of my life in Africa, obviously with my parents. And there was a thing there that you always checked your shoes or your boots or whatever before you put them on, because creepy crawlers would go in there. And you'd always walk looking down at the ground because it was full of potholes and nasty things. This is really, I can't get through here. There's a swampy thing there, and there's all swampiness over here.
So I had to go through the swampy bits, took the flip-flops off.
There it is. Okay. What is it, boys and girls? You see that word a lot throughout the Pacific, manner. That's like represents who you are, your family, loyalty, all kinds of stuff. I'm looking around this thing, I don't see any marks. Is there anything on the other side? Well, it's a great view for the boat. Takes a lot of effort and a lot of stuff, a lot of concrete to build that. What's it for? I can't see any plaque or any sign of a plaque on there. And the locals don't know.
It was then that I made the discovery. Hidden deep in the jungle, the gravesite of 25 individuals lost to history.
French flags on stones down there and a grave. I need to take a look at that. There's some guys up there talking. They all got big machetes, so I didn't get too involved with them. Right, these are French graves. They say it's from a shipwreck, and the obelisk up there is in memory of them. This is where we find out stories of pirates and shipwrecks, my friend. L-E-L-S-A-O-U-T, and it's 1807. I count 23 of these stones, not counting the one I'm standing on and the one over there. They talk by shouting at each other like whoops and things. They're all up there. Ah, this one's got writing on it. Lots of writing. I think that's R-E-P.
I was hoping by getting some names off these headstones, I could actually unravel the mystery of all these dead people hidden in the jungle. But sadly, that wasn't to be the case.
Hot. This is very hot in here. It's like a little dome of hotness. Right, I'm going to walk out of here now. Respect to these gentlemen, whoever they are. So it looks like it's possibly more than one wreck. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of dead people here. And somebody's cutting back the foliage. Somebody's making sure that it can still be seen. That's cool. Right, I'm going to go out this way. It might be better. That's amazing. I love this sort of archaeology kind of thing, or history, I don't know what you'd call it. But to find a hidden graveyard full of French seamen.
I am making a presumption that they are French seamen. They're definitely French. Two of the graves were marked with dates, one 1900 and one 1807. I've since done quite a lot of research and have been able to find absolutely nothing at all. It's like those people never existed, except for one photograph. This was taken on the island in 1899. One of the graves is marked 1900, so it's just possible that that person in that grave marked 1900 was in this photograph.
Lots of guys walking around like that with big machetes. It's strange to have so many people just walk past you with machetes. I'm going to go down here and clean up. Yeah, it's normal here. These guys are just going up the road, and they're actually doing what they call cutting. They've got somebody's employed them to cut back the bush, so that's what they're doing. I'm actually going to wash my feet.
I hate a mystery unsolved, so if you or your relatives or friends know anything about a bunch of French people buried in the jungle on the island of Malakula in the Vanuatu chain, let me know. Many thanks to my patrons for their amazing support. I'm on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, or X as it's now called. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time on Adventures of an Old Sea Dog.